Okay, so to deepen our relationship with food, we're going to do one where we eat a meal only from our own backyard. And I understand right away that might be kind of impossible if you don't have a yard. And this one might be tough because, it might be the dead winter and, there's nothing growing in my backyard and I've only planted grass and there's nothing back there. Okay, we're already deepening our relationship with our food, right? Just like in considering this challenge and trying to figure out a way that it would actually work for you or ways that it doesn't work for you, we've already started to deepen a little bit. Like, all right, my yard has been planted with nothing that you can eat, or I don't think there's anything that you could eat out there, but there might be. Are you willing to do a little bit of research? Did you know that you can make tea with pine needles? You could make yourself tea for your dinner out of the pine needles from your backyard. Things like that, without getting into it too much, because I'm not going to take responsibility for people eating like crazy stuff in their backyard, so I'm not even going there. But I am saying there are a lot more things that you can eat than you thought. Those dandelions that we all like to blow around in the summertime, and those are edible. Now, the flowers might not be as tasty as the leaves. But yeah, things like that. There's a lot more, and people are starting to understand there's a lot more out there that is edible and nutritious than you think. It's not just the stuff on your grocery shelves. So that's part of this. Like, eat something out of your own backyard. And think about what it would be like to do that, or what it would take for you to be able to do that. But also, this is about not having to spend any money or resources, being fully responsible for your food. And so, maybe you don't already have a garden, and so, or, you don't already know what's out there. Okay, try a little in that department, like what you could grow in your backyard or what is edible back there. But then beyond that, you could be responsible for your own food without the use of money and without a grocery store in other ways too. You can get creative. It could be like trade, or put together some canned goods that you have, trade with your neighbor, see if she'll take some of your rice for her, can of black beans. I don't know. There are other ways that you can do that. And that plays in with our money challenges a little. We have like a money, deepen your relationship with money stuff. And this crosses in there a little too, because we do a meal with no money. And that's kind of what this one could be like too. A meal with no money, because you're going to either try to get it from your backyard or figure it out somehow. No money. And that could be trading, that could be, I don't know, mooching, asking a friend if you can go over to their house for dinner, maybe. But try to hit this less from the free angle, like we do in the course on deepening your relationship with money, and more from my own backyard kind of idea, and see what you can do there first, and then go in the other creative directions if you need to. And like I said, it already tells you stuff. It definitely calls awareness to, food can grow in my backyard. I don't even have a backyard. If I could grow food, or maybe I could put some plants on my, windowsill, or I wouldn't even know if I passed a dandelion growing out of the crack in the sidewalk if it was right there. And like, maybe I should or could know those things, and be more in touch with that, so that if I needed a free meal, I could get one. So this is all just to play ways that I have myself deepened my relationship with food by thinking about these things. And so I'm guessing it could be of some experimental food for thought value for you too.